Canadian politician Lester Paulus Person once said, "Failure is only made by those who fail to dare, not by those who dare to fail." Ladies and gentlemen, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. The Excellency of Judges in the speechness of 9 National Creativity Competition, the Honorable and the Respectable all of the participants all of the committee in the speechness of 9 National Creativity Competition. Hello everyone, nice to meet you. My name is Arya Mahbub, and I am student from MTS Tahfidz Yanbu'ul Qur'an Kudus, and a few minutes later I will take you all to an adventure that we must build and have good morals in order to maintain Indonesian cultural tradition to compete globally in this 5.0 era. On this occasion, I will speak in front of you under the title, "Our culture is one of the big keys to compete globally in this 5.0 era." Discussing about the current cultural crisis in Indonesia. The news was taken by Republika.co.id on Monday, 15th of July 2019. That is, from total 663 cultural heritage in Bogor, 40% of them are damaged or even lost. This is because the government and its citizens do not care about culture, which should be preserved. If the condition of our culture is still like this, one question that haven't affected: what happened in Indonesia in this 5.0 era? Yes, we cannot see the future, but if we as superior generation cannot change this, culture in the face of collapse and the identity of Indonesia will last. Talking about culture, ladies and gentlemen, we don't know for sure what culture really is. According to the expert Edward Tyler, an expert anthropologist from England, argues that culture is a complex system that includes knowledge, belief, art, morals, law, customs, abilities, and habits acquired by humans as members of society. But actually, culture is very flexible to define. Culture is not just about dance, clothes, buildings, songs, but it also can mean our daily behavior. And in today's era, globalization is very easy, enter anywhere, and it's also easy to change people's mindset, and also easy to influence culture. Moreover, to more globalization that occur in 5.0 era. And what does mean maintain culture, and what for we maintain our culture? Maintain here does not mean maintain from the gunfire, maintain from the bombs, maintain from the cannons, maintain from the sword, but maintain here means maintain from the current globalization that tomorrow occurs in 5.0 era that can upset and wash away our culture. As I said, Indonesian culture has a high moral value, and in that high moral value also functional to be our identity, our characteristic, our guide, our controller. If our culture is lost, our guide, our best controller, our identity, our characteristic also lost, and we are not Indonesian anymore. Ladies and gentlemen, after we talking deeply about culture, now we are moved to what we will face here, namely 5.0 era. So what exactly is 5.0 era? According to the InMarketing.id on February 2022, that the website took from the official website of CAO Japan, society 5.0 or 5.0 era is society that can solve various challenges and social problems by utilizing various innovation were born in 4.0 era. For example, artificial intelligence, Internet of Things, big data, and robots to increase the human life the quality of human life. If in 4.0 era we produce, then in 5.0 era we use. That's what we call it. And one can that I very underlining in a speech what the meaning of compete globally. I very underlining this word. This is a very pretty confusing question because compete globally has many meanings, but what we will use here is to not lose to invaders out there that colonizing Indonesia now. Invaders? Are invaders colonizing Indonesia now? Yes, unconsciously, countries out there is colonizing Indonesia in every way, including culture. Our culture is getting weaker so that other country colonizing Indonesia. And we as super weird generation must maintain our culture so that we are ready to compete globally in this 5.0 era. Finally, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to the main star of this speech, namely the solution. What should we do to maintain our culture in order to compete globally in this 5.0 era, ladies and gentlemen? The greatest way is to improve our morals. Two morals that we should have. First is proud. With the sense of pride, we feel that our culture have high moral value. The way to improve this moral is to continue to study about Indonesian culture and to find out the meaning of that culture. With this moral, Indonesia can compete globally. That is, dare to introduce our culture to other countries. That our culture is brave to enter international arena. Second is strong. This moral is very good for us to survive influence culture out there that enter to Indonesia. The way to grow this moral is to continue to join cultural activities and feel that our culture has a high moral value. That way, Indonesia ready to face 5.0 era. In the last but not the least, to meet me, ladies and gentlemen, President Sukarno ever said in his speech, "Nation culture live in the heart and soul its people." So, literacy culture is very important and a big key to advancing our country. That's all my speech today. Thanks for listening my speech. I am Arya. See you next time and wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.